What's up, guys? This is Brian J's Nerd Talk, and this is my quick review of The Last of Us Season 1, Episode 1 premiere. It's a great episode. It's very much... This is spoilers, by the way. I'm going to spoil the episode because I played the game, and I know what's going on, and just... If you haven't played the game and you want to watch the show, I highly recommend it, but this is spoilers. The first episode is very faithful to the game. They took dialogue straight out from the game. The dialogue between Tommy and Joel on Outbreak Day, which happens on September 26, 2003. In a video game, it happens September 26, 2013. And then there's a 20-year time jump to the year 2023. So the rest of the story takes place in the year 2023. And it was so well written, so well acted. The dialogue is great. The performances are great. And of course, there's the death of Sarah, who is Joel's daughter. She dies in the game. In the show, she dies as well. It's in the first 30 minutes of the episode. And then there's a 20-year time jump in the last hour of the episode. The episode is an hour and 25 minutes. So for like the next 55 minutes, it's all about Joel in 2023 trying to survive. He's basically a killer. He's a hardened man. And I think the episode implies that he and Tess are actually in a relationship. In the game, I didn't think they were in a relationship. I thought they were just partners. But in the show, they're like partners and a couple, I guess. But I love how they treat each other as equals. And Gabriel Luna is also great as Tommy. The chemistry between him and Pedro Pascal is really great as brothers. You know, the way they bounce off each other is really, really great. The pacing is great. The atmosphere is great. The tone is great. Greg Mazin is a great writer and director, and Neil Druckmann co-wrote the first episode. He's a great writer. He's a genius. I love what he's done with The Last of Us, the Uncharted games, and and The Last of Us Remake Part 1 was great as well. Not as great as the previous versions of The Last of Us because there's no factions online multiplayer, but whatever. That's a whole other topic. This first episode was really, really great. The production value was great. The pacing, tone, atmosphere, it was intense. It was scary. It was great to watch, and I loved it. It was also really depressing and tragic, which is very much faithful to The Last of Us game in the feel of it, and I loved it. This was just such an incredible experience. I'm glad that Sony picks studios that pick creators that do a great job with their adaptations of their IP so far. Because the Uncharted movie that came out last year was a good movie. It wasn't great, but it was solid. But this show is great. This is the best video game adaptation I've seen since Arcane so far. So, yeah, we're in the era of really good video game adaptations now. This is my review of The Last of Us Season 1, Episode 1, the premiere episode. It was great. I highly recommend it. I would have to give this episode a 10 out of 10. It was great. So far, this show was great. It's not as great as the game, but it's great enough. It's close. So, yeah, overall, these are my thoughts. This is Brian J's Nerd Talk. I'll talk to y'all later.